This is laundry I put in last night, and so I'm getting it switched over. I'm not going to be putting any of the dirty laundry in this morning because it's my daughter Ava's laundry day. So I try to keep the washing machine empty so that it's all ready. So I started this before I went to bed last night. At night on my knee when I'm not wearing my brace, because I don't wear my brace at night.
I love being an early riser. I love getting up before everyone and kind of getting the house set up for a new day. I usually have time to spend time in prayer, time in my planner, time in the Bible before anyone else is even up. And then I can be doing things like how I switched over the laundry. And right now I'm getting my living room ready for the day, and it's not going to stay this way. As soon as somebody comes in and sits down, those pillows are going to get moved, but I just love to get one good look at it looking pretty, and then I'm heading into the kitchen to get the dishwasher emptied. And now my husband is up, and fortunately he made the bed for me this morning, so I didn't have to do it. One of the things Robin and I like to do on Saturday mornings is to sit down together and just talk about the day and what we're each planning to get done if it's a day that's going to be just working around the house. Now, I want you to stay tuned till the end because you're going to hear it's a lot easier to have that conversation than it is to film it. So you'll get to see our little bloopers at the end of this video.
So let's talk about the plan for today.
All right. So what are you doing around the house? You said you wanted to work on the house.
Right. I need to take down the molding on the one side in the bathroom and replace that. Probably have to use DAP or wood fill in the corners and stuff. Then I'll work on painting. There's painting that has to be done on the wall on the left side of the window.
Are you doing that too? And then since you're doing all that, I'll drive Yvonne to work and I'll go to Dollar General to get cat food. And then we have a grocery order that needs to be picked up too. Probably
what time's the grocery order?
1 to 2, I think. All right.
Are we doing anything for the Memorial Weekend that's planned as well?
I don't have anything planned.
So you have Sunday.
The only thing I thought of when Yvonne works.
Is she working Sunday?
Mm-hmm. Okay. And the only thing I thought of was maybe on Monday night we could go to the beach. Everyone else is leaving. Okay, so one of my viewers was mentioning that the tan with the white is not the nicest.
Yeah.
So my idea actually is, which I don't know what I would do this, but my idea actually is to put this over there and then maybe put the printer on here.
Okay, it's done.
Oh yeah, I was even thinking of just taking all this stuff down except for the lamp and just making it a cat bed because that's what it actually is. Right, Woozy? It's a cat bed. Why are socks here?
If you notice planks on the middle of the floor, that is the new bathroom ceiling for the upstairs bathroom. So that is coming.
Yeah, so now we realize with the file cabinet gone, we can move the chair there. A company named Marsheepy sent out a double boiler for me to try, and I don't think I've ever actually had a real double boiler, and this one is made of stainless steel. And we're going to do some traditional chocolate covered strawberries. That's a big hit in our family. And I thought it would be a cute idea for the 4th of July, which is our Independence Day celebration in the United States. Now, you could use it for your celebrations too, for your country. I'm going to be covering this with white chocolate, leaving some red at the top since we have red, and then putting some blue at the bottom. But you could cover the whole thing with white chocolate if red is not part of your flag. So let's get going, and what we're going to do is fill up the pot 1/3 of the way with water. It's actually the steam that's going to be either cooking what you have in the top part of the double boiler or melting the chocolate. So you're just going to be looking for bubbles at the bottom of the water. Once the water is hot enough for the bubbles to be at the bottom, that's when you're going to be using the top part and cooking or melting whatever you're doing. You don't want a hard boil. Also, it's always best, whatever pan you have on your stove, to use whatever size burner is closest to the pan that you're using. While I'm waiting for my water to heat up, I've washed my strawberries and I'm just patting them dry with a clean towel because wet strawberries don't take on the chocolate very well at all. This is a great way to get your kids to eat fruit. Now you see I have bubbles at the bottom. I got some steam coming up. This is the perfect time to get melting, and I don't want this to heat up anymore. I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit because I'm pretty sure that when I put the double boiler top on, because that's covered, that water is going to heat up even more. I have my station all set up here. I have the chocolate that I want to melt and parchment paper for the strawberries. I'm also going to put my sprinkles into a little container so that I can dip the strawberry in. That way I can more aim it at the bottom where I want it. And then I have a plate to put my strawberries once I've completed all the steps. All right, so I'm going to start some chocolate in here. Just kind of make a guess as to how much I'll need. Of course, you can always add more. And then it came with this nice little stirrer. So these are chocolate chips, which is kind of perfect because you're going to want your chocolate to be cut into small pieces. And so you're just going to kind of hang out with it, stir it. Don't leave it by itself too long. When I looked up how to use a double boiler on the internet, it said to just fill the pot up like 2 inches. This pot said, at the directions that came with it, said 1/3 of the way with water. So it's always important to read the directions of whatever product you're using. Now, of course, all of the links and such, if you choose to buy this double boiler, will be in my description box. I want to thank Marsheepy for sending me this double boiler and for sponsoring this part of the video. Look at that, in 5 minutes it's all melted, smooth and shiny, so it's time to dip my strawberries. So I'm going to go right from the pot, and I just want my tips to be blue, so that's what I'm doing. This would be a great project to do with your children or grandchildren. I gave these about 10 minutes to cool, and now I'm going to put them on my plate. Beautiful. Perfect. Strawberries and chocolate, anyone?
I'm heading to Dollar General to get some cat food. I'm trying to keep my husband from having to do any errands so he can focus on that bathroom. And the cats are officially out of food, so let's go to Dollar General. The Dollar General nearest our home was just a mess. There's just piles of boxes everywhere. I don't know if you see this where you live, but with employee shortages, this is what happens. And so I could not get our cat food and had to go to another Dollar General. So I scored the cat food at the second Dollar General I went to, and then I went home. I had a few minutes to get my office ready to film my planner stuff. And then it was time to bring Yvonne to work in a neighboring city. It's kind of a long drive, so of course I had to go to the bathroom, and what better way to stop and use a bathroom than to stop at Michael's, and they were having sales on planner stickers. So how perfect is that? I got this one. The muted colors are very popular right now, so I will use this today just for you. Ha ha ha. And then I also got this recollections pad, and you know, it really doesn't matter if it is intended for Happy Planner or not. Stickers are stickers. I never use the letters. All right, so took my hair down. Anyway, it was giving me a headache. Luckily, I remembered on the way home that I had put a grocery order in, and it was time to pick it up. So a little detour is all it took. I got the grocery order, and I can finally go home. It is 1:30.
Here is our grocery haul all out on the table. So I got some fudge dipped coconut granola bars for Yvonne, and for my husband, he likes these sweet and salty, and also the cashew. And then for Ava, who goes to school, she likes the cereal bars. And then these became a big rage when my grandson was here. Some chicken strips for quick meals, quick lunches. Salad, rice veggies, which was a substitution. I wanted cauliflower rice. They gave me rice veggies, which I had said no to. Oh well. Then dairy-free chocolate chips and chicken breasts, plate steaks, ground beef. This is the super lean for me. And then thin breast for my daughter, Rachel. And then a regular pack of ground beef for the family, for chili and who knows what else. Toilet paper, the super soft kind I'm not allowed to use, which was another substitution I said no to. And then some Leaping Lemur cereal, gluten-free, dairy-free, black beans, big staple here, bananas, corn on the cob for tonight, and cranberry juice for my daughter's lunches at school, red onions, yellow onions, salted almonds for a snack, K-cups, and the Ladlock bags. So all total, this was $172.
We're on a journey, looking back on the things that we've taken for granted, but feels like we're learning to be better without what's been holding us back now. Let's move closer to a new history, find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. We found the strength to go on together. holding closely together and staying forever young. What about you and I then? Can we two find a way to align with each other? Let's move closer to a new history. Find out what we can be together. Take my hand and we will conquer the world. This is our final chance. 'Cause one day we'll be looking back at this. We were in a big mess together. But we found a way to choose right from wrong. Found the strength to go on together.
With the groceries put away, I just need to make a quick coleslaw, throw down some frozen rolls so that they can get defrosting, and then I'm going to take a break because it's like 2:15, 2:30 I think, and I'm pooped. And then we'll do the planner. It's coming, I promise. Here you can see what Robin did. He replaced this piece of crown molding and he painted all of the crown molding. So I am super, super excited to have that done. And he also did another coat around the door, and we're going to be painting the door white as well. And then we have this spot that wasn't done when we did the wallpaper. So I need to do that. That's something I can do. So yeah. The bathroom is coming right along. I thought you might like to see it. And now we'll get going on the planner. This is my 2022 planner. This is my prayer journal. It's a complete coincidence that they match. I use all kinds of sticker books for my prayer journal, but this one on faith and colorful boxes I use a ton of. And then often I'll supplement with some of my other ones that have florals. I've also found that my prayer journal is a wonderful place to use stickers that I'm trying to use up. Since this is a brand new one, I really want to use it. So honestly, I just completely let my imagination run. And as you can see, this is even broken, but I didn't care. I can glue it later. I liked it. It says trust your journey. And I didn't know if I was going to like doing this, so I really didn't want to use anything that was expensive because I feel like I'm just learning. But the layouts I actually do find very pretty. So I like to do whatever kind of strikes me, wherever my heart is that morning. I don't necessarily stick to a specific plan. I like to maybe put a stripe of color across the top. But today I'm seeing this and it's really motivating to me. So I'm going to use this across the top. I like to have something across the top, and I make mistakes and then I straighten it out. And then I'm going to want to put a small box either on one side or the other that will have the day of the week and the date. So just anything, whatever just strikes me in that moment. It could match, it might be a contrast. Ooh, those are pretty. Ooh, all right, I'm starting to feel it. All right, so I'm gonna, muted colors seem to be very popular right now. And then I have these Papermate pens, these are good, and then these were like a thick, smooth, and I don't love them, they're big, but I have found if I store them like this, they do a lot better. If I store them like this, then ink all gets boggled up. I like to switch out colors. It just helps to keep my focus. So really writing in my prayer journal is all about helping me to stay focused. So I'm really loving these. I also love my prayer journal to use stickers that are too big for my regular planner. I feel like it's just one spot where I can kind of go a little crazy. Now this, I notice, I like to start my prayer journal with thankfulness. So I'm going to use this full of gratitude. So I might put a box down like I do here, or I might just write. So here I'm just going to write right now. I like to spend some time first and just recount to God the things I love about Him. I'm writing, Dear Lord, thank you for your love for me, your patience with me. Thank you for hearing me when I pray. And if you can't think of anything that you want to thank God for, or qualities that you love in Him, if you're just having a hard time getting the word started, then, consider going to the Psalms, copying a psalm to the Lord. Like Psalm 5. Thank you. I'm doing Psalm 5, 7 and 8. Thank you for your unfailing love. I am thankful I can enter your house. You lead me always. And then I might put the passage where I got that, Psalm 5, 7, 8. It's about what you want to say to God, but I find the sticker thing super motivating to me. In this box, I'm saying, please forgive me for being impatient today and giving sharp answers. Then I found this sticker that says, joy begins with gratitude. This is one reason I love to get up early, is I can just take my time and go as slow as I want. And honestly, getting a new sticker out kind of gives me time to think about what I might like to pray about. I might list people that I want to pray for. I might write out the prayer. However, I just try not to be too picky with myself. Oftentimes when you're praying, you can just think you have to pray about all the things that day, and I don't even try to do that. On my sticker, I had listed all of the names of my family members, my children, and I had written out a prayer for them. And then underneath, I was praying for my mother-in-law who's been ill. And then here on this page, I'm writing, Lord, I ask that you give Robin and I wisdom in the area of finances, future plans, and parenting. And I pray we would honor you in how we live. And then I am just putting down an amen sticker. So this just gives you a little example. I mean, I could go on, and I won't today, but this gives you an example of how I do my prayer journal. The stickers, the colors, all of that just kind of help me to stay in the game. And the great thing about writing is if you get interrupted, you're writing a letter, you can stop and you can go back later and pick it up again. So I hope that helps you. Let me know in the comments if there's anything else in the area of prayer journaling that I could help you with.
Okay, now say it, because you were...
Let's talk about the plan.
No, wait a minute, stop.
What is on my face?
Nothing. It's just you don't wait for me to go, okay, say it. You're already saying it. How do I edit that?
Right.
And if I can't handle this, could we just they can either both be open or both be shut. I don't really care. But if we're going to use the air conditioner today, they probably ought to both be open. I cannot handle one being open and one being shut. I just can't. Barbarians, brought up in a